I learned about suicide when I was 12 years old. My life was good as a child. It was innocent, colorful. My house was filled with the mixture of laughter and the smell of curry. I remember the day it changed all that. It started off rather average. I was playing with my friends and had been out in the sun. I burst through the front door of my house, expecting my four walls to be filled with same laughter and wonder as it had when I left. But all I came back to were tears. My smile dropped when I got into the hallway of my house and I could see the family room. People were whispering, some were silent, and some were sobbing. My tall, pleasant 52-year-old Aunt Chandra, slumped against the couch, was inconsolable. Her eyes were red and swollen from crying. She gasped for air as my mother tried to comfort her. Chandra, we will get through this together. I turned to my uncle, hoping to get answer. But he seemed aged overnight. His silver-streaked hair seemed grayer, and his complexion was pale, deathly pallor. He sat in the corner of the room, trembling hands and staring blankly at nothing. I turned my gaze to the gathered faces in the room. Hoping to get answers. But from the hushed whispers, I caught one word: suicide. And I froze against the sand-colored stone in the hallway. Frozen in the hallway, I began sweating again, but not from the sun this time, but from understanding that my 25-year-old cousin Shanu has taken his own life. Shanu was quiet and smart. It seemed like his silence was his downfall. It turned out that his silence and cultural shame of depression has overwhelmed him. I wish someone would see me in the darkness and try to pull me out of the depth of despair. These were the few words from his last written note. All he wanted was some help. So much has happened in the wake of his death. There was pain, there was anger. We were lost, we were grieving, wishing we could have seen his pain when he was still with us. I wish my 12-year-old self had the wisdom that I have today. I wished that I would have whispered the words to Shanu, or maybe screamed, whatever he needed to see, that there is not a single bit of shame in asking for help. I would have whispered those words or screamed. Because as a child, there was no shame in asking for help. I would have told him that act like a child. There was no fear of being judged. We are told to shut up as an adult and deal with our problems on our own, because we are told to shut up because there is something disgusting about telling people about your pain and despair. We are told to be strong because people will laugh if you admit your mistakes. But what they don't tell you is fear is something that is so close. You can have it. You can leave your fear behind. You can force yourself away from scrutiny, but only if you act like a child. Because deep down, all we want is some help. Act like a child.